In a maximum absolute impression, although it is not labeled as the most luxurious brand, Calvin Klein is still used as a high-end brand and first-rate first class. Calvin Klein, founded and created by one of the most famous American fashion originators, that branding the name itself Calvin Klein. The brand is known for its daily nitty-gritties, especially on the mass-market ready-to-wear Vogue that also include designer apparels, a high-end runway fashion collections, and its famous designer underwear and denim lines. Calvin Klein was the youngest awardee in the world's history of fashion when he received the Coty American Fashion Critics Award in 1973. The said award remunerated as the greatest recognition to his magnanimous contributions as he paraded inventive and creative creations, most especially for his 74-piece women's wear collection. A protege of Baron de Gunsberg of the Jewish design leaders and a confidant to other greatest Jewish fashion designers like Ralph Lauren and Robert Denning, Calvin Klein established the Calvin Klein Limited in 1968 with a coat shop in the York Hotel in New York City. Coco Martin and Mercedes Cabral had been together as they competed to the main competition at the Cannes Film Festival in 2008. Their masterpiece Service, directed by Brillante Mendoza, as they competed to the Palma d'Or, was regarded to be the first Filipino film to compete at the central and major competition in Cannes after the 1984's entry of the then Lino Brocard. Best of friends. That's how Coco and Mercedes' companionship could be described upon. Mercedes Cabral, born as Maria Mercedes Porte Cabral, a well-admired and popular for her Lena's portrayal as the mistress of Rigor, has received laurels for her international productions contributions. Her awards include the Cinemalaya Independent Film Festival Award, the World Premiers Film Festival Award, and from Metro Manila Film Festival Award. In 1991 he signed a contract for Ferrari to unite with the greatest racer Alain-Marie Pascal Prost, with a longing and due course to strive, rallying his reverie for triumph to become a professional racer in the future, going ahead at age 16 upon the time he started karting. This 1995 Canadian Grand Prix front-runner and conqueror as a lead for Ferrari, who augmented radiance in numerous matches and whose name basked in as in French as CALESI, had made his headway to open-wheel racing when he was 20 years old as a winner of the French Formula 3 Championship in 1987 and trade off to International Formula 3000, popularly known at the podium of car racing arena as Gene Alesi. Born as Giovanni Roberto Alesi, had competed in Formula 1 from 1989 to 2001. As he joined Benetton in 1996 upon dickering front rows with the greatest racer Michael Schumacher, Gene Alesi's momentous triumph blasted a light storm when he slashed and notched 13 podiums athwart 2 seasons. This fine-looking and stunning bridge, which was completed in 2012 and inaugurated on August 30 that year, is named after Hans Wilsdorf, the founder of Rolex. The Hans Wilsdorf Bridge. The German Hans Wilsdorf, the founder of Rolex and Tudor, had been an apprentice of the International Pearl Exporting Company in his early years. He gained great experiences from that job, and in his autobiography The Rolex Jubilee Vademecum, which was a segment of a 4-volume set of books and published in 1946, the account states that Wilsdorf had set off his career in Swiss watchmaking when he shifted to La Chose-de-France and later on working as clerk with the watch firm of Messrs. From those apprenticeship and up to this additional work experiences, the conclusion could be fashioned from our part that the rest is history. All of those became his pathway to his business in the future. The triumph and jubilation of Rolex. Gordon Cormier. This Filipino-Canadian actor played the lead role as Aang behind the success of the live-action series Avatar: The Last Airbender, produced by Netflix. As Aang for the series, before accepting the project, he had mug up first by gazing at the Avatar Prime cartoon series for almost 30 times just to satiate his own belting for the lead role. To recall, the part of Aang that was offered to him was the last living airbender in the said adaptation of Avatar, a much flourishing live-action series on Netflix. Gordon Cormier, with ample experience in acting, back in the year 2017 he already shined in a cartoon series in Canada playing the role as Guatemalan urchin, and it was his debut performance for the Get Shorty. Then for the Lost in Space in the succeeding year he was also at the lead. Gordon's mother is of Filipino origin from Santa Rosa, Laguna, Philippines, and his father is of Canadian and European ancestry. He was born and grew up in Vancouver. He was 11 years old during the Inward Bound from Netflix. Lewis Hamilton, with a total of 84 wins as of this writing. This legendary prominent British speed car racer as of this writing had 6 championship-winning trophies for Formula 1 tournament comprising races from 2008, 2014, 2015, 2017, 2018 and 2019. As of 2019 he was known as the first and only black car racer to contend in Formula 1. He was on his early 20s when he won the title as Formula One champion in 2008. From 2014 to 2019, almost successively, he only lost to Nico Rosberg in 2016. Several sports analysts had pondered Lewis Hamilton as the modern prodigy in the motorsport arena. Hamilton, a motorsport legend and magnificent Briton,